Yo! Today I'm gonna be talking about the time me and my friends were cornered by the cops while on top of a school. Felt like kings out there, conquering stuff. It was just a regular Friday, of course. At the time of this event, me and my group of friends, we were freshmen in high school. Let me introduce you to these people real quick. There's Billy, Marvin, Bart, Quentin, Leo, John, and Constantine. Now, obviously, these are fake names to protect the identity of the real people, and I have tons of story with all of these people and many more people, and I know there are a lot of names, but just stick with me, okay? You'll understand it, because Billy and John are brothers, Bart and Leo are brothers. In the future, my friends and I have a reputation to be doing bad stuff, and stuff you wouldn't see normal people doing, stuff like we'll get into it. But at this time, we don't really be doing anything bad, so this is one of the first instances. This is technically the second, but the first one I'll talk about another time. So like I said, it was just a normal Friday afternoon, all was good. Maybe there was a football game that day, I don't know. Maybe we went to it, I don't really remember. But life was good. Me and my homies are just chilling on a nice afternoon. Nobody has work yet, we are just big chilling. We're just big chilling per usual, because every Friday night, we would either meet up at Billy or Marvin's house. Every single Friday, we would have a sleepover at one of their houses. And I would have plenty of stories for each. But we always would have this home base, or the place that we would go back to if anything were to happen, or the place that we were sleeping at that night. And the place we would run back to for this Friday was Marvin's house. That was the place that we were sleeping at. And as a group, we decided to go on a walk to one of the elementary schools nearby. And I wish I knew why, but I think we were just bored freshmen, honestly. That's probably the reason. Walk to the elementary school isn't bad at all. It's 10 to 15 minutes from Marvin's house, but there is a second elementary school, only 5 minutes from Marvin's house, and probably about 5 minutes from Billy's house too. We live in a circle, it's weird. But today's story is located at elementary school B, 10 to 15 minutes away. We get to Stepping and eventually arrive at the street where you have to cross to get to the school. But it's on a main road, so you have to wait for all the cars. Here we decided to split up our group right before we crossed the street. And Billy and I were going to go to the school to see what was up, to see what was going on over there. And everyone else was going to go to Burger King, which was up the hill and right across from another school. So once our group split up, it's just Billy and me. And we are crossing the street as our friends are walking, probably a 20-minute walk, and it's straight up the hill. Billy and I are walking up to the school and starting to go around the back. The school layout is kind of weird. It's just the entire front. There's a playground in the front. And then you can go around to the side where there's a basketball court, and there's an entire back too. And then on the other side, on the right side, me and Billy are walking up and starting to go around to the left where the basketball court is. And Billy just goes, "Yo, we should find out how to climb this." And I was like, "Bro, okay." But this is where I noticed that there's a car parked in the back, not where the basketball court is, because there's no one playing basketball. It's parked at the school, in the back of the school. And I was like, "Yo, are you talking about the school? You want to climb the school?" And he was so serious, he wanted to get on the roof of the school. So we went around the back looking for a spot that we can get on top of and climb ourselves up onto. On the complete opposite side, we found a gate which had a foot of space separating it from the actual roof. So if you climbed this gate, you would have to lunge your body, or you would have to lunge and then pull yourself up, or you would just have to run and jump onto it. But we ended up pulling ourselves up. So we climbed the gate and reached up onto the roof and pull ourselves up. We accomplished our mission. We climbed the school. We did it, right? We did it. We're crazy. We're cool. We're amazingly cool freshmen. We're gonna post this on our Snapchat story. You feel me? We were just adventuring out on the roof because it's a pretty big school. So it's pretty big for an elementary school. I whipped out my good buddy and took a piss on this roof. And at this point, I look over because I'm on the edge of the roof, but I'm not pissing off the roof, But I'm pissing on the roof, and I look over, I look on the edge, and I see the school janitor just looking at me. And obviously, Billy's not near me because I'm taking a piss. Now, I don't think he saw me taking a piss, but he definitely saw me, and he definitely saw Billy too. Let me tell you. I go over to where Billy is, and he's panicking first of all, and I'm thinking that this dude saw my cock, and second, that we were screwed because we never did anything bad. We didn't know any of the consequences or anything, so we started freaking out, trying to figure a way out, trying to get off the roof. But the way we came up, the janitor's right there. He moved to the other side, came to the back once he saw we were up there, so we can't go back down that way. Then while everything is already bad enough, we can't get down because bro is probably on the cameras and saw how we got up, and he's blocking it. The cops show up with like 2 whole cars, like not even that much later. Like they thought this was urgent, you know. Like I guess they realized that this one dude was about to stop us, and they wanted to catch us, man. We was on the roof of a school, so the cops show up with like 2 whole cars, and we both were like, bro, this is bad. Like we gotta go right now. We gotta jump. Like we don't really have any other option, because we were trying to find another way off, but we found only the one way on, I guess, and the one way off. So I hear the janitor saying stuff like, yeah, they're up there with the hoods. So I started to take off on this roof. I'm sprinting off this roof, and me and Billy go opposite ways. We're going separate ways on this roof. We weren't really communicating, so I guess this was not probably the best idea. And we didn't notice it at first. Like I didn't even know that I wasn't with him, and I guess he didn't notice he was with me, and I didn't see where he had went. So I FaceTimed him, and I was like, yo, where you at, fool? How you gonna just like dip on me? He was like, bro, I got down, and I was like, whoa, where is this man at? But he got down, and he was like at the far left of the opposite side, like where the basketball court is. But if you keep going down the basketball court, there's like a trail down there. All right, and then on the opposite side, like the opposite side that we went around, there is a mini roof thing with 2 poles connected to it, and just slide down the pole. And I was like, slide down the pole? Are you serious? Who do you think I am, James Bond? Like, I'm thinking, this man Billy really slide down the pole, like to get away from these people? And I'm like, I'm about to get caught. Like, there's nothing else I can do here. I'm either gonna have to jump off the roof or slide down these poles, or just go down the way I came up and outrun them. But like, they're gonna grab me as soon as I get there. They're gonna grab my legs. You feel me? I'm about to get caught. And he was like, meet me in the passage between the neighborhood and the school, or point C on the map that's on your screen. So I responded and was like, what, bro? How did you get over there? And he explained that they were in the back and on the way up. So I'm sprinting down this roof, hopping over stuff, and I know that they see me. And it almost feels like a movie, and the adrenaline is off the walls. I mean, I got to a point where I couldn't run anymore. Like, there was no space to run left. There was nothing. Like, if I were to run another step, I would have fallen off the roof, because I was like on the edge of the roof, you know? I saw the pole that he was talking about, and I started hesitating. I didn't want to do it, but I remember that they were coming up, because he told me, he was like, they're coming up, and I was like, I'm not about to get caught, bro. So I jumped, and I barely even caught the pole. Like, I basically just jumped off the roof. I barely even caught that pole. So I basically just jumped off the roof, but I had so much adrenaline that I didn't even feel it in my feet. I didn't feel it in my legs, nothing. I didn't even feel it at all. So I sprinted as fast as I could, because it didn't even hurt me. And I sprinted around the other side to the point Billy was at and saw him. And now we were running in the neighborhood, right? And I don't see any trace of the cops. I don't see them anywhere. Except for when we get into the neighborhood and we're still running around, I hear the sirens. Like, I can hear them. So we're trying to dodge the police cars while in the neighborhood, because we saw them going by. But they eventually left and they didn't see us. So we got to go to Burger King and all was good. But that's just one of many stories that I have, and I'll tell some better ones next time. I got some really spicy ones, so let me know if you want more.